So then her next door, what she did was, okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I had multiple neighbors. Right now it's her, but I had to call the police on those people. I had multiple neighbors like harassing me with blasting loud music. I'm disabled. I'm new here. I'm disabled, and I have a hypersensitive ear condition, and my body is sensitive to the vibrating. I politely asked her to turn it down, and she bullied, harassed, and she threatened me. She was threatening to beat my ass and hurt me and stuff.
Okay. Have you talked to the office about these?
Yeah, just the lady, the landlady just talked and tried to mediate, but then she turned the music. She didn't care. She turned the music back up, and well, I don't even think she ever turned it down. And so I'm disabled. I'm extremely hypersensitive. I can't even get my business handled.
Okay.
And
when you got a lease agreement here, did you make those notes that you were disabled?
I told them yes.
Okay.
But it seemed like she made a police call first.
Okay.
And
When did she call?
Huh?
When did she call?
I don't know if it was 20 or 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
But she made it like she was calling the police.
Police department. Police department. Thank you.
So even them two, number 71 and 72, I had to call on them last night. And number 110, well, they're not doing it right now, but they've been giving me a problem too. And I'm new here. I'm not trying to be for any trouble. I'm not trying to be a Karen.
Right.
I explained to them my disability.
Okay.
And it's difficult. I ended up homeless behind dealing with this several years ago.
Okay.
And I just got recovered from being homeless all those years. And I came back, and this is actually October. Yesterday I've been here a month.
Okay.
So as I said, I'm not trying to be any trouble or anything. She tried to threaten me. She was threatening me.
You can talk to me right here, unless you just want to. What's going on?
She complained about your music.
Am I disturbing the peace? Because this is my music right now. I was in the house.
Yeah.
She had it loud.
So with the door, and it is loud, I guess she does have some kind of hearing.
Why don't you close her door?
It was closed.
It wasn't. Her door stays open. Her door is never closed.
When I walked up, it was closed.
But it's always open. If you go in the house right now and see if you hear my music.
Ma'am, this is why I want to talk inside so you're not feeling.
But okay, I'm just saying, if you go in her house and the door's closed, you can't hear my music. I do this every day.
No, you don't do it every day.
I could hear
Hang on.
So
We'll talk about
Because I
that.
left the door open in case somebody else came. I told her it's a certain time and I wasn't booming it loud.
So the noise ordinance, it's a certain time, right? But then, yeah. So the noise ordinance, it applies for speakers 11 p.m. 7 a.m. Right? Now, if it is so loud that it is disturbing other persons, then yes, it does apply. So all that she's asking is that you just turn it down a little bit, and I'll have her close her door. Is that a fair thing for right now?
What's loud enough? That's what I'm asking you. What's let me turn the music back
Come on, man. You know what you're doing.
I'm not gonna tell you what's fair volume.
I don't want to do nothing wrong. Y'all at my door. What's a fair volume? This is loud right now. Look.
You had it louder than that.
Hang on. We're not
I'm not
gonna
gonna say nothing. This is as loud as it goes. How far should I go down?
So
by that low? That's okay?
Come on, man. You're playing.
Listen,
what are y'all? Is that okay?
Go inside. Just close your door. She'll turn it down, and we'll be good.
So it's turned down to a meeting for 11.
She's gaslighting and playing games, y'all. And then when I have an altercation with somebody, they always let the other person talk and make me shut up. They always make me shut up. A woman not supposed to be a police officer anyway, but they always make me shut up and let the other person lie on me and let them talk. Always. She lying.
Is that okay? Because I keep my door open. I like to wash my clothes, like get in there. I keep my house clean. I don't know about everybody else, but I like to keep my house clean every day. So I'm come on down, son. Don't do that. Come here, man.
Here you go. I have no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it at that value.
Thank you.
Is that all you speak?
Man,
Well, that's what I was
like,
What we do now is we're going to be making a report to the office. So we'll be letting them know. And you said that you have this apartment 110 and 71 and 72.
yeah, and this one too.
Yeah, I'll make note of it. This is the one that we got the original.
It's like I can still hear it and still feel the vibrating, even with the door closed.
But here's the thing, that volume isn't some loud, obnoxious volume. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, so they have the right to play music in their apartment. The issue that we have is you have disabilities now. Addicts Court is aware of this, so they should be, if it's something that's so sensitive, we need to talk to them about and work with it. I can't take someone to jail for that.
I wasn't expecting you to take her to jail, but she was threatening me though, so yeah, she should go to jail for that.
Right. What did she do to you?
She threatened to beat my ass, and she was
she over there on her porch?
Yeah, she nearly walked over here, but she falsely accused me of going over there when I asked her from here. She had her door open.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest to the landlord that they maybe find you a different apartment in this area, and maybe move you over to the opposite side.
I mean, because I just got here though. Just got here.
I understand.
People are gonna play their music here, unfortunately. So I don't know if Addicts Court or Air Housing has some sort of ADA compliance that they have to follow, but that isn't something that I'm gonna force her to turn down.
But you're gonna have to explain to them. You know, I don't know if you've given them paperwork and whatnot for any disability and everything like that. Say, hey, look, I'm super hypersensitive, all that stuff. That's something you're gonna have to get up with the office.
Yeah, because I told the landlady and I told the lady at the housing, you know.
Okay. Well, every time we come out here, there's a report generated, and we have to send it directly to the office. And I will make sure that they know about apartment 71, 72, and 110.
All right.
All right. As well as the one that you called on, but that's going to be the one that's on the report anyway.
So I mean, but she threatened to beat my ass.
Right. Did she threaten it? How did she carry that threat out? How did she?
Verbally.
Okay. Right. So people have their First Amendment of speech. They can talk
Really?
all that mess. They can
Really?
talk that mess. Yes.
But when I do, I mean, you want to know? I mean, if I would have said something like that, you want to know how many times I got in so much trouble? Like, really?
By who?
Police or other people? If they try to say,
here's the thing. There has to be the ability to carry out a threat. Right. There has to be an intent and an ability to carry out the threat. If she's standing on her porch with the door open, just hooting and hollering, saying, "I'm gonna beat your ass," there's nothing a whole lot we can do as far as taking her to jail for an assault or aggravated assault, for that matter, because that's what it would come down to. It's not a harassment. Harassment is a completely separate category from her threatening to beat your ass. Threatening to beat your ass falls under assault if there's the opportunity to carry that out. Harassment is if they're banging on the door, playing ding dong ditch, throwing dirt at the house. All this other stuff,
she was blasting loud music for the purpose of harass me.
She had her music turned up because she was in the shower, and she also does her laundry and wants to be able to hear the music. She was not having her music up loud to intentionally bother.
Yes, she should. Her and them over there. Yeah, yes, they did. I'm telling y'all.
So apartment 110, 71, and 72, they put their music on just to bother you?
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. I don't tend to believe that because these apartments out here, they play music loud. All right, and I see it all the time, and I hear it all the time. We're out here daily, and they do that over here. All right, that is a norm.
But she had called. She was did it to bully me and then calling me retarded and stuff like that.
Again, how they're going up, they have their First Amendment speech. People can talk all sorts of mean things. All right, it's sticks and stones. People talk mean all the time. All right, we deal with it daily. All right, and often more than not, it comes from here. Just last week we were dealing with that same mess. So the best course of action, in my opinion, for this is the office has to accommodate for you and your disabilities. They have to. If this is something that's causing you some hypersensitivity and all this other stuff, we have to contact the office to make it right, because we can't take people to jail for having their music turned up.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to take her to jail. I was trying to ask you, for having her music up, but I was, asking if you can get her to turn it down. It's torturing me.
I can ask her, and she did turn it down a little bit, but I can't force her to turn it down.
I can't force her to turn it off. I mean, whatever she does in her own house is what they do in their own apartments. We can't force people to do things that they do in their home. All right, we can't literally walk in there, turn the damn music off, and then walk out. They got so many flies coming. Yeah. So if the music over on this side is bothersome that bad because of your disabilities, that's something that the office has to take up. We can't take people to jail because they're hypersensitive to certain things in the area that they live in.
Well, she called the police on me, hoping to get me in jail.
Right, but nobody went to jail.
But the thing is, though, y'all say it's not a crime for her to threaten to beat my ass?
So there is a crime for threats, right? I explained it to you. So it's called assault or aggravated assault, depending on how that threat is carried out. All right, if she's standing on her porch and there's distance between you guys and says, "I'm gonna beat your ass," and throws the door shut and goes inside, there's really not a whole lot the law can recognize as saying, hey, that's not an act that she's gonna be able to carry out right away. All right? So that.
But I can't even hear like important phone calls was to take care of certain business and stuff. As I said, I can still hear it, even with the door closed, with all the doors closed and everything.
You're gonna hear it. Unfortunately, she can have her music on. It can be loud, just like every other apartment does it in here. We asked her to turn it down. She turned it down a little bit, but we cannot force her to turn it off or to turn it down further.
So that's why I'm suggesting, because we're going to write a report and send it to the office. It might behoove you to go call the office and let them know, like, hey, look, I'm having another issue. Due to my hypersensitivity, I'm having struggles here at this apartment. It's causing me discomfort. But the office can help you with that. We can't move people in their apartments. We're here just for legal reasons, for law. Yeah. All right, we're here to take people to jail. That's why we're here. Yeah. All right, we're not here to make you and move you different apartments or make them do things we can't force them to do. All right, people have rights in society. All right, we're not here to violate anybody's rights. We're not here to certainly violate your rights. All right, so the best course of action, like I've explained, is the office is going to be the best course of action, because ultimately they've moved people because they don't get along with their neighbors and whatnot. And I know Abe and everybody else very well that they do that for people. All right, they'll move them clearly across the other side of the complex where they know that they don't have issues, or they do, or wherever that person wants to move, they'll show you an apartment and say, hey, this is where we can put you right now. And that's something that will probably benefit you, especially if all this music is going on over here. So, but I would make that phone call first, because our document's going to get closed in at the end of the day, and we probably won't get submitted till Monday.
Next Monday?
Or Monday or Saturday. Saturday or Monday, our report.
I don't know when they get sent.
It's usually on a weekly basis because everybody compiles them and they get a stack. Yeah. But you need to call first so they know about it and they're well ahead of it, because once you call, they'll confirm it, and then you guys will have to work an action from there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So in the meantime, I mean, this is as low, and I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that she's even allowing us. She's turning it down for the sake of this. So
Yeah.
Oh, because y'all came. That's why
Right.
she wasn't gonna. She had to way louder. Way louder. I'm telling you. She lied about saying, "Oh, this the loudest you go." No, she was blaring it louder than that.
I understand. You know, and you know, our ordinance says after 11 o'clock, if it's that loud, then we can do something. We can officially make her a violation for that ordinance. All right. But right now, she can do whatever she wants to in her house. All right. Just like you can. If you want to turn music up, you can turn music up too. But there's two wrongs make a right, two wrongs don't make a right.
But I could not even hear to get my business, to get important phone calls and business handled.
I understand, but she's turned it down now. You know. So I mean, what ultimately are you trying to get us to do right now? Because she's turned it down. You know, you said you don't want her to go to jail. What else could we do for you?
Well, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing else.
Okay. Well, I mean, we did what we could with what we have right now. All right. I mean, in lieu of her coming over here, coming in your house, I mean, there's nothing else further that we can do other than the office kind of coming in and mediating with this.
And that's what the manager, she did earlier.
Right.
You know,
So,
but she still continued to harass and threaten me, and like, I cannot deal with this. I really can't.
so you're saying that she's continuing to harass and threaten you, but you've only explained one instance where she was standing over there saying, "I'm gonna beat your ass," and then goes inside.
But she harassed me with blasting the loud music to troll, to, you know.
I understand how you feel about that. I get that. But everybody out here plays music from their apartments. I sit over there by the Fricker Center and I can hear some of it sometimes. All right. When cars drive by with their boom boom, it's just it's the same concept. All right. You know, and it's past 11 o'clock. We can fully enforce it. She's well aware of the ordinance. She explained it to Sergeant. She explained it.
Well,
She's fully aware.
our apartment place, I mean, like the area housing, they said 10 o'clock. The least
If they
said
want
10
to
o'clock.
strict the rules, they can certainly do it. But as far as our area goes, is 11. All right. If area housing says it's 10, then they can enforce.
So
whatever
I'm
they gotta
supposed to
do.
be just tortured all day long.
No, we're not saying
He's
it.
like, he's giving you options to call the office, to ask him for a different apartment, to ask if they follow the ADA requirements. That is what you need to do, because at this point, there's nothing legally that we can do.
So we're trying to give you this word. We can't literally tell her to shut it all off. That can't happen. I can't go to every apartment out here and say, hey, turn your music off, turn this off because we have a disability over in this apartment. We can't do that. All right. Addicts Court has to enforce all that stuff. All right. There's no law that tells us, hey, we can go in that apartment and tell these folks to turn their music down. There's no law that we have written anywhere that says that. All right. So that's where we're at with it. So unfortunately, in this sense, right now at this time, it's temporary. But you're gonna have to go to the office, and we're gonna have to work something out in that sense. That's how it's gonna have to go.
All right, fine.
All right, and I mean that's where it is. In the meantime, if obviously if it's getting worse, you call us anytime. But just know that each time we come out here, if it's loud music, we're gonna have to refer it to the office.
But she lied when she said that she does it every day. When she not every day, but some days. But
it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Whether she says it, whether it's every day or every other day or every other week, I mean, people lie to us every day. People lie to us every day. We can't do anything about people lying to us. So I see how of a good-hearted person you are. You're probably not lying, but people do lie to us. All right, and it's unfortunate, but that's the job we're in. So for this time being, we're gonna have to resolve this through the office.
okay.
All right, that's where we're gonna have to be. All right.
All right.
I'm sorry about your troubles, but we're gonna try to see what the office can do first and go from there. All right.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. As y'all see, what they say, good cop, bad cop, right? The male cop, he seemed, a little bit nicer than her. But, her being all masculine and stuff, she tried to, she yelled at me and made me go inside. She yelled at me and made me go inside while she let her talk first and smear campaign and tell all kinds of lies. So that's how the abuser gets away. And she's probably going to start taking advantage of doing this every single damn day. Every day. But once I move out, I bet you she ain't gonna be blasting no loud music no more. They probably ain't gonna be, because the GangStalking smear noise campaign and all that. And the police, they probably know about this shit. But I can't tell them, oh yeah, GangStalker. So the narcissistic masculine female cop, abusive and narcissistic, as I said, the guy seemed, a little bit nicer, so this is unbearable. So I mean, that's why I felt kind of leery and iffy, because like I didn't know. I mean, I knew it was low income, but I didn't know it was the projects until like the day I got the final call. But then the lady at the housing place, the lady at the housing place told me that it was very quiet and that I'm way in the back and that it's just nothing but old people. So the police, they handle what they want to, because if people can tell me I can't spray my rubbing alcohol to clean and sanitize and get me kicked out of or banned from this place and that place, Or if somebody make a complaint about me, there's so much that they can do. But when I make a complaint, there's nothing anybody can do. So yeah, like dealing with so-called narcissistic fake authority figures, they always let the liar and the perpetrator speak first. And then they yell at me and make me shut up. They yell at me and make me shut up. Or see the officer force me to go inside and let her tell all kinds of lies. But then me trying to tell the truth, yeah, I had to wait until last to get to say, what I needed to say. So now she's gonna sit there and take advantage because she knows that it's a bother to me. She's gonna sit there and take advantage of doing it all day, every day from now on. But if this was the weekend, she probably would have done me something. I never heard no shit like that somebody threatening to beat your ass, somebody threatening you is freedom of speech. Because if I would have said something like that, it would be no freedom of speech. I would have gone to jail. Man, as I said, she's taking advantage. She's taking advantage. But at least I got her fucking face, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube and TikTok. So she turned the music back up. She turned it back up. So now the landlady's talking to the neighbors further down. Like, well, good thing it wasn't the weekend and she, like, you sitting there trolling and harassing me on purpose. Like, perping with the red, though. Y'all pay attention. Perping with the red and wearing blue, too. And black. She's a perp. I call her a gang stalker, not a gang member. And the guy down there, he acting like he wanted to give me some furniture. Well, I ain't about to take his furniture. Because, I mean, I don't want to accept your furniture if you think I'm crazy. Like, she acting like she delusionally believes she got high fake authority over me. I mean, I just got here, and because of your gang stalking activity, I'm going to have to move. I call her a gang stalker, not a gang member.
I ain't fucking with her. I don't even know this fucking lady. I don't bother nobody.
You're bothering me, you're perp.
Yeah, because I'll be down on Tuesday morning on everything I love. I'm tired of this. I done got a fucking knife point on me. This ain't shit happening. Motherfuckers just sat and abused my fucking nephew, and ain't nothing happening. My nephew done got evicted from him, from them motherfuckers abusing my nephew. I want to talk to Alicia, ain't all of them. I'm tired of this shit.
I refuse to, and this is how I ended up homeless, y'all. This is how I ended up homeless. This was how my homeless journey for years began. This is, she said, and you're still homeless, bitch. I don't want to hear her music at all. Now it sounds like other people doing it. Or is that her? Yeah, well, since the guy that wanted to give me the furniture, him, I'm not gonna take his furniture. I'm not gonna take his furniture. I kind of had a bad feeling about it. But I would hate to be evicted or forced to have to move. I just got here. And it's escalated, like, because I had tried to ask politely. At first, I thought it was the guy. I'm like, because it's a random weekday. It's Monday. Usually ain't no noise around this time. I just got finished with the call from trying to contact Voc Rehab. I mean, not Voc Rehab, the Ticket to Work, trying to get a job opportunity. And that's one of the reasons why I felt like, well, this is the projects, then I know it's going to be a problem because I know how hood people act, you know. So I can't even function or get things done because of her ignorance. I can't even get stuff done. Well, I'm glad the landlady was nice, but, you know, at first I thought the landlord would be mean. I was afraid she would be mean, but who's aggravating who? Look, she's doing this on purpose. Trolling. So she turned it back up, y'all. You have it too loud. But he's standing in front of my door.
Oh, look, this ain't turning on.
Now him standing by my door ain't my fault. I mean, it ain't your fault.
You want me to plan the hours off? Hold ass up. I stole him to go. Where about you? I'm still going behind you, bitch.
So I can't even get my things done. Well, she just threw up the devil horns.
Shit, chillin'. I said what I said.
She was throwing up the devil horns. Did y'all see that?
I ain't need no game. Blind ass bitch. Quit fucking lying on my name, bitch.
I said devil
No game.
horns.
Stop talking to me, bro. Come on, stop talking to me.
Well, stop blasting your loud music.
Only thing I love you, pussy asshole.
I said devil horns, not no damn gang signs. See? But y'all call me crazy though. She's sitting there calling me retarded and crazy. Look how she. But as I said, she got the loud music up on purpose to troll and harass me and do this shit on purpose. Y'all know how the gang stalkers operate. Perps. And the gang stalkers play it off in their lie and say I be calling them gang bangers. She's trying to force me to have to call the police because I think she's trying to set me up to get locked up in a mental institution or something. I wish I would not have turned off the camera when she threatened to beat my ass. I'm about to call the police myself because they supposedly called. I mean, she supposedly called them. And people think you're crazy or don't believe you because there's multiple neighbors doing this. Multiple neighbors, multiple people. I moved in here like not even a month ago, and first day I had to deal with noise campaigns, noise harassment. Perps driving with one headlight in the parking lot. So her name is Whitney. And he leaves when I walk out the room. I don't know if that was the same guy sitting across from me. And that's that couple again. And so basically, the husband or the dad or whatever, he looked much older than her. The husband or whoever, he had like, they followed me on the bus. And the husband had, the man, he had his arm hanging out the window, and they were right behind me on the bus. When I got off the bus, they hurried up and beat me to the restaurant. And so at the restaurant, they gave me undercooked beignets. I couldn't even eat them all. But, you know, come on, man. So I couldn't even eat them all. And well, and look, that truck, the arm out the window. Yeah, I've been getting heavy gang stalking. They all know what's happening with me. Look, more gang stalkers, an old lady. And so I saw perps with red shirt. I'm sorry, red SUV, arm hanging out the window, and one brake light. And another SUV that was at the restaurant, a big red Suburban. The driver had a faded red shirt, and he also had his elbow up at the window. And I saw more one headlights and lots of other heavy perp activity. So they told me that my meal was taken care of, that somebody paid for it. I think that was my third time going to that restaurant, but I thought I remember the last time I thought the beignets were really good, but that today seemed like as if it was like undercooked deep fried pancakes. They have no business calling up the house. And look, these fuckers try to beat me. So these are some perps too. Try to beat me to the building. I don't know who this is. Damn. Try to beat me. Oh, that's her. That's that neighbor. Shut up. Stop gang stalking her. You see? So I was already recording, and you shouldn't be performing no gang stalking activity. So yeah, she must have put stuff in her head and told her something.
Okay, tell these people on you right now. You need to find you somebody to play with.
See, look at the perp colors though. Yeah, so you're supposed to be from the hood, but you want to tell on people, threatening to tell on somebody. They're really trying to destroy me.